Hello everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey here today to share with you how I made this page. As you can see, I already have a few different supplies pulled out, and I'm going to start, clearing off my workspace. But first, I am going to choose some of these Studio Calico print shop collection papers that I'm going to use for my sledding themed page. As you can see, I'm choosing 3 different patterned papers, 1 for a background and 2 for an accent. I have to pull off those edges and then get ready to go. Now while I'm sitting there thinking about it, I'm trying to decide which and how I want to use the accent papers. I love that striped one. It has a really wintry feel to me and I absolutely love it. And I love it on top of that black and white text paper as well. Now, as you can see, I have 3 photos that I'm going to use on this layout, which is a little bit unusual for me. I usually only use 1 or 2, but I do like to also occasionally use a couple photos more if it's pertinent to the story, which this is. So now I've also trimmed a 4x6 piece of that light blue with the white star paper, and I've put it above the stripe paper. Now I've got all of my items laid out, including also a 3x4 Studio Calico card. I believe it came from one of the Project Life kits. I'm going to map my smaller photo on a piece of white cardstock just to let it stand out a little bit. And then I'm pretty satisfied with the overall feeling of the page, so I'm going to get ready adhering everything down, including adding a tiny bit of vellum to the back of that 4x6 piece of paper. Now I'm pretty happy with how everything looks, so I'm going to start playing with a few embellishments to see what I might want to add to this page. Pretty satisfied, so down it all goes. Starting with the 4x6 paper, and then I will start with my largest 4x6 photo, going to my next smaller photo, which is sort of a 3x4, and then also adhering down that 3x4 Project Life card, and the other piece of patterned paper, and then finally the smallest photo. Now as you will see, like I said, this is a sledding page, so I've kept my color palette fairly cool using the black, white, light blue, and a little bit of gray. There is also, as you can see, a little bit of yellow that pops out as well, though that wasn't intentional. It just is more because it is on that piece of patterned paper. Now I've pulled out some of those freckled fawn puffy stickers also to go with this page. I think they match pretty well and they sort of fit the theme of my page, which is a little bit more fun and whimsical. As you can see, I'm adding the title now with some American Crafts stickers, and the title of this page is called Highlight. So I'm sticking those down right underneath that photo and next to the left photo, and I'm finished, so I'm going to go ahead and put those stickers away. And then I'm going to work on placing those wood veneer snowflakes from the Scraptastic Kit Club kit. Now I pull out some of the Dear Lizzie Gold Alphas to make my title a little bit longer and add a few extra words underneath the highlight. Highlight is the main part of the title, and I wanted that to stand out more, so that's why I chose those smaller alphas to go underneath. As you can see, I'm going to add a white shipping tag up in the upper right hand corner and part of a gold doily that I'd saved from a previous project. And I'm going to take a piece of the seam binding ribbon and just tie it to the top of that tag. I'm going to adhere that tag down and then ultimately we'll use it for journaling. I'll place a few vellum strips on top and put my journaling right there. Looks good, I'm happy with it, so I'm going to adhere all that down. I like the interest that it gives that upper right hand corner. It keeps it feeling embellished, but it's not overly so, and it's definitely not crazy. Now I'm sticking down those puffy stickers. I love it on top of the photo. I think it looks super cool. And then also a couple of little bits of adhesive on the back of those wood veneer snowflakes. Now it is time to get ready to do the journaling that I already mentioned. So I'm going to trim up those vellum strips and get them to the right size that looks appropriate on top of the tag, making sure that the scale is correct, the right width, and then also the right height so that I can hand journal on top of those strips. Now I'm going to adhere them down, and then I will get out a thin Sharpie marker, a fine tip, and add my journaling. I'm not really concerned about writing with Sharpie on this one. I figure that I'm writing on top of some acid-free vellum or linen-free vellum or whatever, so that seems okay to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of gold arrows from Freckled Fawn as well to the page. And I like what that adds right on top of those snowflakes. And this is my page. I hope you've enjoyed it and that you find it interesting and you have a little bit of time to recreate something for yourself today. Thank you so much for stopping by and have a great day.